Hey everyone, it's your favorite old boomer shamer, John Forrest. Um, yeah, it's been an interesting month. It's been an interesting year. I've lived in Tokyo for about 9 months now, and wow, it's been 1 week since you looked at me. But on to serious notes here. I'm just gonna be mind vomiting. So for those who are interested and for those who actually care, again, I don't mind you. But for those who are just looking at it face value, fuck y'all. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. This is definitely unscripted, and never have I made a script in creating a what would I call it? A video or just streaming. I'm raw as it gets. Yeah. Just want to talk about a few things. First thing is where I'm going at currently in my life. Yeah. Imagine living in Japan. It's actually pretty rough. I'm pretty sure a lot of content can be made about it. A lot of content that tells you, hey, Japan's a great place. In Japan, they have konbinis and you can get egg sandwiches. Again, I honestly don't like those types of content creators because, again, it does kind of give an easy way out and make content. But if there was a counter argument saying, hey, John Forrest, what do? All you say is complain about the people who come to Japan and make content about konbinis and stuff like that. What are you actually doing? You're right. I don't have actually anything to account for that. But that goes to my segue. LTT Tech Tips here. Yeah, I work. I'm not. I fully acknowledge that I'm not a content creator, and I have to pay my bills. I have to pay my debt. So for the people who know what I'm talking about, I have to pay my debt in playing NIKKE. I've said it plenty of times on stream. Never do what I wanted. Never do what I wanted. I can't even talk right now. Never do what I do. Never go into debt and trying to make content. I think that's a automatic given. I'm not gonna shy away from it. I think transparency is always a good thing. So I'm not gonna blame NIKKE. Like, this game is legitimately good, and the fact that I've gotten to the point where I have in NIKKE and playing this game just to get the characters that I want, the waifus, the art, everything, like everything about it. That's why I didn't care about going into debt about it. And that was mistake number one. I should have had a little bit, self-restraint, without a doubt, right? But honestly, I didn't care because living in Japan, the realities of living in Japan is, how would I say it? It can be rough. I think not the let's put realities living in Japan aside. I think if you move from a different country to another country, that is the reality of the moment. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about and the highlights of that. Moving from, how would I put it, the freedom states. I know I keep saying like that, but like, again, it's the virtual reality. Oh, immersion. Oh, you're breaking my immersion. Wah! No, but like real talk. Like, it's, moving from the freedom states to Japan, there's a lot of differences. I'm not saying that I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I moved to Japan, because I'm actually at my 3rd year living in Japan. And not to say that I didn't know anything about Japan. I've traveled to Japan. I've studied in Japan. So it's not saying that I didn't know about it. But let's just get that out of the way. It's the key point is from moving from one country to another. And that's what I kind of wanted to hit on the topic of. I think moving to another country is a big responsibility. And I'm laughing about it now, but like moving to a different country and trying to adapt to the culture, the work style, it's something that even to this day, like, it's weird. I've lived the corporate life in the Freedom States, and from corporate life to moving to Japan in the education system, and from the education system in Japan to the corporate life in Japan, there are so many dynamics. I've like, again, I'm not the one to cause trouble or stir any troubles or anything like that. Like, I'm honestly not. Like, I'm pretty much a tame guy. I'm just a chill guy. But at the same time, like, there are so many people that you'll meet from different industries, and you get really exhausted from it. You really do. Like, I'm not real and simple. I think the people who know me, or the people who view me, know that I might not be really extroverted. But when it really matters, I can hold my own. I can do what I need to do to be extroverted, right? I would say, what, I'm a hybrid? Oh my god, John Forge is talking about hybrid. You know, it's honestly, like, I can hold my own. Like, I can carry a conversation. If there's no conversation that's being continued, yeah, I get it. You know, same time, like, you know, given my almost 3 years in Japan, it is something that, holy shit, like, imagine, again, the perspective that I'm trying to convey is, you live in your home country, you know the people that you interact with, right? And for me, I would like to say I'm an adventurer, and because I am an adventurer, I've met so many different people. So many people from different walks of life, so many different people from different perspectives. And, you know, like, for me, on a foundational level, I honestly believe that if you are a good person, you know, like, good things will happen to you. Like, that's what I originally believed, right? But then, you know, going from different countries, different jobs, you meet a lot of different people, and you meet a lot of different people that don't agree with what you do, or it's not agree with what you believe in. It's, you meet a lot of people that you start to question, like, what the fuck are they thinking? And once you start looking into why they think what they do, and you just try to get to know them, and a lot of people can spin this out of context. Like, for me, I don't give a shit about anything. Like, I'm gonna do my job, and I like fucking anime bobas, waifus, whatever. Like, holy shit, look at Aid right now. That's all I fucking care about, and in the end, my opinion does not fucking matter. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. Like, honestly, you know, I don't know how I can emphasize on this, and somehow, maybe it'll get spun out of context. But honestly, just meeting a lot of people and just talking and interacting with daily people professionally. I'm gonna be professional. I'm not gonna call you out just like, oh my god, you're fucking stupid. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not the type of person. But I do have to clarify, if there is a line that you cross and I'm just like, wow, that's really fucking stupid for you to say, I'm gonna try to bring it up gently. It's like, what do you mean on that? Well, what do you mean? Like, that's the type of person I am. Like, I really do want to see why you think the way that you think, and why you are the way that you are. Because in respectively, if I look at a mirror, it's like I look at myself and like I think to myself, why am I the way that I am, and why am I the way that I interact with others? Okay, not many people will actually think that in my head, but who knows? But all in all, in where I was trying to go with this, in trying to have a coherent yapping session, is it is to where I feel like it in society we really do need to tone it down, and I have no position telling people to tone it down, but like, for real, you look at it in a number scale, like it is good to be passionate about causes, and it is good to be passionate about, you know, things that you care about. I'm not gonna deny that. Like go at it. Like, if you care about a cause, whether you might agree with me or if I agree with you, I support you in doing that, because again, that is fundamentally who you are. And if you support a cause and in good faith, quote unquote, keywords here, quote unquote, good faith, I think that is the way to go. But if it gets to a point where you're irrationally thinking about both, it doesn't matter. Like, if I'm thinking irrationally, or if you're thinking irrationally, I think that's the thing that a lot of people do tend to forget. Are you led by your emotions, or are you actually looking at a lot of different factors? And this is what the hard part is in general society. If again, I'm yapping now, and if you're still here, I congratulate you, because I'm not gonna make sense from here on out. Like, honestly, going back to what I said, it's good to be passionate about how passionate you are on a said topic, but at the same time, like, like, if you are passionate about a certain said topic, are you willing to accept the other perspective in how they are being represented to you? Right? If I was passionate about in what I believe in, how would that not make me question, okay, why is there someone that is actually saying to me that, hey, I don't agree with you, and because I don't agree with you, like, this is why I'm gonna push back. And if I were to look at it, it's like, okay, logically to me that makes sense. Why am I being questioned for what I think is what my perspective is on a certain topic? Okay, so logically, in my sense and how my brain works, is okay, someone doesn't agree with me. Why do they not agree with me? And it's like they present why they don't agree with me on a certain topic. Makes sense, right? Oh, hold on, Don. So, you mean Velvet struck a deal with Mustang? Yeah, I swear, it was ridiculous. He was like, from the commander point of view, nothing ferryman changes, right? I was gonna say, tell him entertaining too. Although he had already made a request for us to speaking with Two Velvet. We were completely deceived. Oh my god, no way. So you're telling me that Milk and Aid actually wore these very fine outfits, by the way. Entertainment. Trust and has faith in you all like. Milk. Live with your personality of Mustang. Nah. Forget it. The more I think about it, the more it feels like I'm losing out. Milk stretches out on the sofa. Anyway, now that the message is delivered, I'm out of here. Need to get out of this bunny outfit. That's a shame. I ended up having to change them earlier than expected. I was eliminated quite quickly in the main event. Yeah, it sounds like a skill issue to me if you're talking. Milk and Aiden and I participated in the main event with confidence, but no one saw the wild cards getting eliminated that fast. If you were expected made to be a total klutz, hey, we love our klutzes here. And again, made bunny outfit, peak shit. I'm loving it. Voice acting phenomenal. JP side, respect. Come to think of it, Aid, you actually held your own against Velvet. See? And I'm gonna hold on to that. This is again, it's all anime. Just look at it as anime. I'm gonna hold on to this thought. Just hearing her name gets me riled up. I'm getting fired up. How long is she going to hang around? Trying to ignore her, but acting like she owns her own place or something. Milk points towards Velvet, who is sprawled out on the long sofa. Oh! Hi. When can we recruit? Velvet disappeared after the ceremony, but when we get back to the outpost, she shows up again and is always part of the team. Yeah, I completely butchered that. Can you though, Milk? I know that I thought she would be Tokisaki Kurumi's VA, but it's not looking like it. It seems, I don't know how to put it, more youthful, and it's not a shot at Kurumi's VA, because I really do like her VA, but and again, see, this is where it'll prove me wrong. If I actually would have said that this is not her VA when it actually is, again, it's skill-based. My hands are up. It's skill-based. Yeah, it's similar. It's similar to her voice. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I switch on the computer and open the mail from Mustang. He said take care of good. Okay. Gotcha when? Also, he said I'm free to decide whichever squad to put her in. I read Aiden's expression before continuing. Mustang's recommendation was made for you apparently. Hi? Yeah, I personally think that it could be her. This is absurd.
やっぱりあの時社長だろうがなんだろうが殴っとくべきだったな。そういうことだから、これからよろしくね。
Yeah.
ご主人様。兄貴、すまねえ。構成館に行くことになるだろうが、当分は会えそうにね。差し入れ、楽しみに待ってるからな。
Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem.
ミルクお嬢様、いけません。
The peacemaker, the peacemaker.
あなたたちといると本当に退屈しないわ。
When do we see a maid version of Velvet? Milk pulls out her gun and Aid tries to stop her. She is trying to stop her, right? And eventually a backup maid in bunny girl outfit is giggling at that.
話せってんだ。お前どうしてこんなに力が強いんだ。訓練の賜物です。
A maid, huh? One's terrified, another eyes gleaming with excitement. And the last is totally flustered. I can't quite explain it, but... Okay, Velvet, you're crossing a line. You're crossing a line here. There's so many parallels I can draw from here, and I'll end it with my conclusion and when I end this. Somehow, I feel like this might not be so bad. Alright. Looks like we cleared it. It was a good... Again, you know, props to this event. This event was really good. Like, for real. So, I give this event a 8 out of 10. Really good, really good, really good. So, in conclusion of what I was trying to say, long story short, I'm not trying to yap your ears off here. Hold on, let's get the right mood song in. Hold on, no. I just want the right song. Did they take away the shop song? Yeah, they did take it away. No, ain't no way. They took the song away. Just give me the song. All right, whatever. All in all, where I'm at in my career, in my life, it's, how would I put it? It's getting to a point where I look at what society is doing, and yes, a lot of people don't really care about what societal things happen, but it's really pushing me to talk about it in a non-biased way. But then again, a lot of people might not say, oh, you shouldn't be talking about it in a non-biased way. It's either you're with us or you're against us. I don't give a fuck, honestly. Dude, fuck you guys. The people who say that, you know, pick a side, like, fuck you guys. I am me of who I am, and I am comfortable of who I am. Like, I will not hate against anyone, but at the same time, what I do hate, I'm gonna draw a clear line here, is what I do hate is people who do not actually listen to others. I don't give a fuck of whatever perspective you have. If you choose to refuse to believe any side, I don't know you. Get away from me. Like, for real. This is how things never change. Okay? Like, for real. You can say all the documents, you know, all the evidence and, you know, all the scholarly things that you want to say. You're right. I am not smart. I have a track record of I don't read. I don't care. But fundamentally, what I believe and what I think is right is I'm here to listen. And because I am here to listen, to me, I don't want to choose a side because, again, I don't know. Is it diplomacy? I don't know. Is that the right word? Diplomacy? Are we so far out from actually talking about things and listening and trying to work things out? Is that so far off of an idea? All in all, that's where I currently feel right now, and in tying things to outside of what's happening, I'm studying. I'm really tired. I'm trying to, you know, be entertaining, but for the people who know, I'm not really entertaining, you know. Again, it's just me yapping. Old man's getting to the point where I can't keep up. You know, studying, working, going to exercise. That's just kind of the general thing that's what's going on for this month, and just trying to stay in this country. Like I really do like Japan. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I get some little questionable things here and there. But at the same time, I don't mind it. Again, the fact that I can feel safe and walk around, I honestly agree. Like, you know, there are definitely gonna be some people, but you know, I'm not that big enough of a channel, and I'm not that well known, which I honestly don't give a fuck about that. But just calling out how it is, like, I'm comfortable. Like, it is good. It is good to be safe in a safe country, and there are sentiments where you do kind of say, I actually like being safe. I actually do like walking in the street, you know, where I don't have to look back behind my shoulder. Just imagine living in a country where you can be safe. That's mind-blowing, right? But that is my privilege speaking. If I were to put it into to appease different perspectives. But all in all, it's been rough. Just trying to stay here and just trying to learn and stream as well. Like, again, there's so again, there's so many things that I've told you guys that I wanted to do. Again, I'm being overly ambitious. However, the reality is that to live in a different country, your attention has to be focused on certain aspects where you can stay in that country. I'm trying to do that. And I know. I think everyone knows deep down in the head, like, you can try to make good content, you can try to do the things that you want to do, and fortunately for me, it's not my main priority. And this is, again, it makes sense. You know, you put into the effort that you get, or put into the effort the content you make, and then this is the result. And you know, the content that I put, if I were to evaluate it, it's not really good. I know it could be better, and I could be confident in saying that it could be better if I had the care to do it, but it's not the case because I need to pay bills, as mentioned, going to the debt of this game. I think it's justified. I like this game a lot, and I want to show my support. Thank God I didn't do it to listening. But all in all, hit my limit. Thank you for watching, you guys, and you know, hey, YouTube actually gets some content of me yapping unscripted? No way. If you made it this far, you know, I love you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. You might not agree with what I am saying, but to me, I'm gonna just spread love. You might not think that I'm trying to spread love, but for real, like, if it's not reciprocated back, I don't care. I love you guys. I really do appreciate it, and hope to see you guys when I see you. All right, peace. See you later, guys. By the way, I love me some big